Welcome to Onewheel Underground Circuit, the Uno.
What up, Soulrider?
Come on, Ben. How's it going?
Good. We're back with the Onewheel Underground Circuit, the Uno.
Lots changed.
Yeah, lots happened since last time we were here. The big thing was the ORL race, San Jose. A lot of people traveling around, hitting the tracks. You get to hit any of the tracks on that trip?
Yeah, I hit up border crossing. Didn't have a lot of time to go to anything else. Felt like I put some good times there. The track was real good condition. Had a great time there. Actually, probably had more of a good time there than at ORL. Although ORL was a great time also.
Yeah, it was fun. I was there for one day. I went on Sunday, but before that I hit the San Jose and Menlo Park tracks, which is border crossing and bushwhacker. Those trails were fun. I think I liked border crossing a bit more because it had kind of longer, more flowy turns. Bushwhacker, that last section where you had the hairpin like switchbacks, was a little gnarly. But both trails were fun. Yeah, which one did you like more?
Originally I liked bushwhacker more, but border crossing has grown on me. I think the conditions have improved. It's really flowy and banky and a lot of fun. And especially with ORL, it was a great place to hang out. I think a lot of people went up there. We hang out, watch the sunset from the flat area at the top, and it's just a good place to hang out and
Yeah, there was an awesome view, and then there was those picnic tables under the tree, which was perfect because it was kind of hot when I was there. So I'd do a run, chill under on the picnic tables for a minute, do another run. So yeah, shout outs to the ambassadors who got those set up.
Thanks, Mac.
And then yeah, the races were fun, just hanging out with everybody that was there. There was a lot of racers that are doing the underground. We're at ORL, so it's cool to see everybody. And then yeah, shout outs to everybody who raced and all the winners there.
Yeah, and I'll give Future Motion and the committee props. It was a much better course than ever in the past. It was a lot of fun. They kept things going really well. Got third in Clydesdales, so that's cool.
Oh, nice. Congrats. Yeah, that place was awesome. I want to go back there sometime. The Lake Cunningham Action Park, whatever, bike park.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff there. So
yeah, maybe there'll be an underground circuit track next year. Who knows?
Yeah, the dual slalom course that they had for the finals was pretty epic, and it was exciting to watch everybody racing on there.
Yeah.
Okay, we do have an announcement to make about the season. You want to drop that on them?
Yeah. So the circuit. I think we need more time to race because we're just having such a good time. So what do you think? 2 weeks? Let's add 2 weeks.
Sounds good. Extending the season by 2 weeks. So it was going to end July 31st. So now it will end August 14th, a Sunday.
I think that's fair. I think a lot of people want more time to race. The trail conditions are holding up. Our ambassadors are holding up well. So I think we could easily do 2 more weeks. I need the time to race, to be honest. So maybe it's selfish, but I need to get out there and get on the tracks. And I need. It's been a busy summer for me.
Yeah, well, unless last year we had a cutoff on the season because we were going right into the finals, but this year the finals will be a bit later, so we have a bit more time. I think everybody will be stoked with it, except maybe the Hawaiians. Actually, at the races, we kind of brought it up, and they were saying, no, don't extend it, because they want to keep their times. But
well, to be fair, I think a lot of it is settled out. I mean, I don't think there's going to be huge movement with an extra 2 weeks. I think they all have good times. But we have 20 tracks this year instead of 10, like last year. So, you need more time to race them, especially if you want to do north and south. So I think 2 weeks is more than fair.
Yeah, I agree. All right, let's get right into the standings for the north. We're going to start with Nevada City Hoot.
So a little breakdown on Nevada City. I heard that the conditions are a little difficult right now. one of the better trails that we have out there, but I just think it's a little rough right now. So if you do go up there, give us a heads up on what the current conditions are. I'll start it off. Austin, who is the ambassador there, hit it and took the crown. So Austin's obviously hitting the north now. We're seeing him on the board. Second is Addo from Hawaii. Jafari, number 3, another Hawaiian. Floaty down at number 4.
We
got
got
Logan.
Yeah, because Neil's time here is from April, so that's from before.
Yeah.
So then be Logan.
Floatin' Joe, who's Joey out of Utah, taking 7th. Yeah, he was the one that was telling me that the conditions were a little rough. We got Tyler Davis, Dragon Wizard, who is from Austin, and Zach Zinn rounding out the top 10. So that's
well, and then actually those are all bumped by one because of Neil's time. So then Scott is 10th.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So pretty stacked. And Austin's obviously got a great time up there. I want to ride that one. I think it's going to be a fun ride. So see what the conditions are. But
yeah, I've heard good things about it. Okay,
cool.
Let's go to the next one, which is going to be Sacramento Connector.
So very similar here. We got Austin taking first again. Floaty second. Jafari, Logan, the 2 Hawaiians putting in time. Mercedes top 5. So nice. That's not even just women's. It's just overall. Addo from Hawaii coming in tying with 5th with Mercedes. Dragon Wizard again from Austin. Elijah, I hadn't seen Elijah up on here yet, so that's cool seeing him up.
Yeah, well, it's like his home track, so it kind of makes sense he'd be on there.
Yeah. Tim.
Okay, let's keep going. The next one is going to be San Francisco Float Pack Ecology.
All right, so a lot of complaints on this one. I guess it's just way too backed up. I haven't ridden it yet.
I haven't either.
We joke that it's kind of fun to, mix in some crowds and things like that. But maybe it's not working out like we had hoped so. But, whatever. It is what it is. It's there. It's easy accessible for some of the San Francisco people. So
I think, sometimes it's hard to know if a trail is going to be good or not for the underground racing. And also, I think if you're local to the area, you have a different perspective on it than people are traveling because you have as much time really to run it as you want. You could go back 1 day, 2 days, 3 days in a row. But then people who are traveling, they might only have an hour to hit it or something, limited time. So San Francisco, I don't think this one will be in there next year, but it's there now. So take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Tips again that we've talked about with this one is like either run it at night, have somebody going ahead of you, try to clear the path a little bit. Watch out for the joggers and walkers and dogs and whatever's there. But yeah, that's part of the challenge.
That's the yin-yang of having easy accessible trails. If they're easy accessible, then they're probably easy accessible for everybody, and they're going to be busy. So you either have to get off the beaten path to get to these trails, or you're going to have to fight for some lines, and that's just the way this one is. But I don't regret it. I just know that some people are a little frustrated with it.
I would say go there at like midnight with a flashlight.
Yeah.
All right.
So no big surprise, Austin at the crown. Sweep pretty much that whole area.
We got Floaty in second. So Austin on these north ones, he's been beating Floaty. That's by 1 second on that one. We'll keep going down. We got Jafari in third. We got Logan in fourth, tied with Addo for fourth. We got Jacob in sixth. And then we got C's, the local there, in seventh, tied with Will for seventh. We got Dirtfish Morgan in ninth. And we got Zach in 10th.
Nice. So it's cool to see Zach in there, Arizona local. Some different names in there, Jake and C's, but no, cool. Good to see some different names.
Okay, the next one is Menlo Park, Bushwhacker. Okay, let's look at the standings.
We got Austin at number 1, big surprise. Jafare and Malachi at tied for second.
And Malachi is one of the Hawaiians as well, I believe,
Yeah.
right? I mean, they were there on the same day.
Yeah. Floaty at 4. Dan White, who is our slow ambassador, at 5. He broke his arm recently, so I don't think he's going to be putting in some fast times after that. But 5's pretty good. Addo. Number 7, we got Alex. Yeah, tied with Logan, Hawaiian fast. Mercedes at 9, and Jacob Rivera at 10. So looks like.
Well, yeah, and he's tied with Will for 10. Another one of the Hawaiians. Pretty much we got 4 or 5 Hawaiians. Jafari, Addo, Logan, Will, and Malachi, and they're pretty much always in the top 10 on most of the tracks. So
they're serious about this.
Yeah.
And they have their own circuit going in Hawaii. I'm not gonna lie, I'm tempted to buy a Hawaii ticket and just go and say screw it, but man.
Yeah. Well, you gotta buy a ticket to get there. Then it's on 3 different islands, so then you gotta get 2 more tickets or whatever. So
hey, I'm good just putting some times in on maybe 1 or 2 islands. I don't need to go to all 3.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love to get out there too. It's awesome having them set it up out there. Again, too, anybody who wants to set up an underground circuit, hit us up. We'll make it happen in your area.
Yeah, next season things are going to change a little bit. We're going to have a new app. Every year we build upon the prior year, and things are going to change next year, but it's going to be even better. So, yeah, hit me up, and we'll get you in line for season 3 next year.
Yeah, I think people are kind of excited about setting up their own circuits on their own home trails, and hopefully having people come visit and ride them. And yeah, it's fun. Let's go to San Jose, border crossing in San Jose.
So this one saw a lot of traction because of ORL. It was only like 15 minutes.
Let's check out the standings for it. No surprise, we got Austin in first here. And he's beating Floaty by only 2 seconds. This one is pretty fast. It was short, right? So that's why Austin's time is 49 seconds. Floaty's 51 seconds. All these are going to be real close, like just off by a second or 2, right?
Yeah, and don't let that mislead you. I wrote it, and I feel like it's pretty hard to get under a minute. You got to be dang fast to get under a minute. And when I wrote it, you shave a second or 2, and you're pretty happy.
Yeah, you're stoked about the 1 second faster.
Yeah.
So in third, we got Jafari. Fourth, we got Addo, tied for 4th with Malachi. For 6th, we got Logan and Floatin' Joe. 8th, we got Matt Corbett. Don't recognize that name, do you?
No, me neither.
9th, Jeremiah Osborne. We got a 5-way tie for 10th. Okay, this is where, everybody here has 58 seconds. So we got Will, Alex, Ricky's on here, Wade Andrews, and Lars is on this one.
Nice.
And all those people are pretty, well, yeah, it's a little spread out. Hawaiians came here twice, it looks like.
Yeah.
Both in May and July. So, yeah.
I'll be honest, we're trying to keep the tracks above a minute. Sometimes that's hard to do.
Okay, that was border crossing. Santa Cruz, Woodcutters. Okay, so on this one, we got Floaty in first, Jafari in second, Dev.
And by the way, Floaty's got a pretty good lead, so that shows you that must be his secret sauce out there, those bonks and turns. So you don't see that gap very often.
A lot of roots on those trails. Santa Cruz trails are some of the best, in my opinion. They're so fun through the redwood trees. Okay, so Dev, he's Santa Cruz local. He's in third. Addo's in fourth. Logan's in fifth. Jacob's in sixth. Floatin' Joe is in seventh. Floatin' Joe's on a lot of these. And he's from, I feel like we didn't know who he was before, but yeah, Utah, you said. Okay.
Yeah.
So he made a trip out and hit a bunch of these tracks. That's awesome.
We'll definitely see him at the finals. I guarantee that if he doesn't get high up on our list, he'll be taking a spot probably in Utah. So.
Well, yeah, and real quick on that. So people who place in the top 3 for each of the other state circuits, or they get invited to the finals, right?
Correct. We currently have 15 circuits, and we will invite 3 from each. And then to make up the lack of the last 3, there's going to be a wild card team.
Okay.
And we will pick those 3 people throughout the United States based on all the ambassadors and who we think maybe got cheated out of a spot or deserve a spot that didn't get one.
That's like 48 people.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so we were going down this. We had Floatin' Joe in 7th. We got Will in 8th, Alex in 9th, and Jeremiah in 10th. All right, nice. That was Santa Cruz. Moving on to Monterey, Watchtower. Floaties in 1st on this one. We got Addo in 2nd, Jacob in 3rd, Daniel in 4th, Jafari in 5th, Floatin' Joe in 6th, Alex in 7th, Logan in 8th, Zach in 9th, and Wade in 10th.
Nice. So.
All right, let's get on to the next one, which is slow shooters. I know people hit this one after ORL. The Hawaiians did, and Floaty did. And only 10 people on this, so everybody who hit it is in the top 10. So Addo is in 1st, Jafari in 2nd, Floaty in 3rd, and that's only a few seconds difference. This is another one where you're under these top times are under a minute.
Yeah.
We got Logan in 4th, Will in 5th, Daniel in 6th, Zach in 7th, Tori is in 8th. Kendo is in 9th, and Danger Pony is in 10th. Do we know who Danger Pony is? Did we ever?
I haven't figured that.
Figure out Danger Pony? Hit us up, Danger Pony.
Contact me, Danger Pony. We want to know who you are. So, by the way, on slow, I've heard that it's a little difficult to get to. I've heard that it's pretty rough right now. So it's just one of those like Fresno. I think it's a fun trail, but it takes a lot of work to get it done, and that's why you're probably not seeing a ton of names on there. But for us Central California people like me in Fresno, it's an easy run for me. I got to get out there and put some time down. Blue Oak.
Get on Fresno, Blue Oak, your home track.
Yeah. Floaty came up. I was out of town when he came in. I would love to ride with them.
So yeah, Blue Oak, we got Floaty in 1st, Addo's in 2nd, Jafara's in 3rd, Logan's in 4th, Neil is in 5th, Will 6th, Kendo 7th, Danger Pony 8th, Sipua 9th, Robert Francis 10th.
Nice. So we do have some Fresno locals at the bottom of the list there, which is kind of cool because that's my home group. So, that's kind of the goal, right? To have our locals on the list. So good for them.
Only 11 people on that, so if anybody comes and hits that, they have a good chance of getting in the top 10. So yeah, that was Fresno. Be aware of the heat, because it's hot as hell out there. All right, so then we're moving on to Budz Bypass, which is the final one in the north. This is the one that is in China Peak Ski Resort.
Yeah, so breakdown in China Peak. It's only open Saturday and Sunday. They were welcoming to Onewheels, which is huge for us to be able to get into a ski resort. They have one lift. You take that lift to the top and you take backside all the way down. It's like 5-mile run. It's an amazing run. I've heard that it's pretty rough right now, but nothing beats riding lifts. And Budz Bypass is the section that, in my opinion, is my favorite. It's about 3/4 of the way down. It's clearly marked. It's a little flowy, although I've been told by some of the Hawaiians that it was pretty rough when they went down there. So just be aware. But I feel like it's worth the trip. I mean, lifts, even if it's not perfect condition, is worth it. You ride all day. and not have to worry about battery, and speed's unlimited, and it's just a great time.
Okay, let's look at the standings on that one. We only got 6 people on this leaderboard. We got Jafari in first, Addo in second, Logan in third, Will in fourth, Kendo in fifth, Danger Pony in sixth.
Nice.
Should note that neither Floaty or Austin has been here yet, and don't know if they're actually going to make it here or not within the next couple weeks.
Floaty tried, but not only do you have to find a time when you coming through town, but it's got to be on a weekend too for the lifts.
Yeah, that makes it a lot harder. You got to time it with when they're actually open.
The Hawaiians were so dedicated they hiked it on a weekday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, are you able to even ride up if you wanted to?
You could. It's complicated. If you really want to do it during the week, you can hit me up. I'll give you instructions. There's a fire road that goes up to the bottom of Budz bypass that you could actually ride it there. But I don't want to really encourage that. I'm more about like, hey, have fun. Don't don't do this to where like it's unenjoyable. And the only reason I picked this section is because I wanted people to experience what one wheeling on a lift is like, and it's game changing. So and it's out of the way, so just try to get up here during the weekend. They're open until Labor Day, so after the season closes you can get up here. Cool. It's a good time.
Okay, so that was the North standings. Let's get into a sponsor. We have Armadillos sponsoring. So they're not in California, so they're just sponsoring the whole thing. So shout out Armadillos. Appreciate it.
Yeah, good stuff. I use it. They also have the Chillos or whatever it is right now that some to keep your GT cool, the motor.
Oh, really? Nice.
So check that out.
Okay, so now we're going to do the South standings, starting with Santa Barbara Sandpit.
We got Floaty at number 1. Dan White, our slow ambassador. It looks like July 15th, so that must have been the same time that he broke his arm, because he said he did it in Santa Barbara.
Yeah, he came in and took second place. That's awesome.
Yeah. Onewheel Ippy?
I think
Pedro?
it's One Wheelie PP, but now he added his name, so it's Pedro Santiago.
All right, Pedro.
He's a Santa Barbara local.
Okay.
Fourth,
Travis.
We got
fourth, and Victor and Scott all tied at 4th. Louis at 7th, Zach Zinn at 8th, Steve local down there 9th, and Bruce at 10th.
All right, nice work. Let's look at the other Santa Barbara track, which is Lake Loop Carved Narrows. We got Floaty in first, Daniel in second, again in second. I wonder which one he broke his arm on. We don't know that yet, do we?
I'll have to talk to him. Maybe we'll have him on.
We got Travis in third, Neil in fourth. So those guys are both San Diego. San Diego people are coming up, Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
We got Zach in fifth, Victor in sixth, Scott in seventh, AJ in eighth, tied with Louie for eighth, and Louie is a Santa Barbara local. And then we got Anshul in 10th, also a Santa Barbara local. Okay, so those were the 2 Santa Barbara tracks. Now let's move on to Los Angeles. The Whoops. Floaty's got first on this one. Travis has second. Victor's in third. Gavin is on this one. Gavin Ferris, the SD kid, is in fourth, which we haven't really seen him on that many. We got Knock in fifth. He's LA local. David Lopez is in sixth, also local. Seventh, we got Zach. Drew is in eighth. He's also LA local. Jordan in ninth. Josh Cade in 10th, also LA local. Nice. So we got LA locals on this one. I mean, this one's a popular one. Like it's one of the most fun trails. We go do group rides there, and you can just do run after run after run.
Yeah, there's a few trails I consider legacy trails, one-wheel legacy trails. I would consider Whoops and Sidewinder on that list.
Yeah, that was the whoops. Los Angeles. Let's keep going. Cerro Negro, Los Angeles.
All right.
Oh, first place is Travis.
Nice. Good job, Travis. Putting down time on the 8th. 57, a couple seconds above Floaty at 2.
Beating Floaty by 3 seconds. I have a feeling Floaty's going to go back and try to take that back.
Yeah.
We got Josh in 3rd. Ted from San Diego's in 4th. Neil in 5th. Tied with Knock for 5th. Oh, we got a 4-way tie for 7th. This is another one where it's kind of short, so like times are going to be close, and we're going to have ties. 7th, we have Zach, Victor, Scott, and Jordan, all tied for 7th place. And then that jumps us to 11th. We have AJ on there.
Nice.
So yeah, nice work, everybody. Cerro Negro, Los Angeles. Go right into the next one, which is Los Angeles Vertigo. Floaty's in 1st. Travis is in 2nd. Josh is in 3rd. Knock is in 4th. Victor's 5th. Neil is in 6th. Joe Barreel's on here in 7th. It's one of the only ones he's on so far, or at least in the top 10. Eric Goodlad is 8th. I saw he posted something that he like hit all the tracks or something. Okay, 9th we got Jordan, and then 10th we got Tori.
Nice.
So nice work. That's Vertigo. Let's go into the next one, which is LA WHEELDEAD Skulliosis. Floaty's in 1st. Knock is in 2nd. And this is his track. He set it up. Knock runs WHEELDEAD. He's the ambassador on this one. Josh is in 3rd. Victor's in 4th. So the top 4 are LA locals. Then we go down to 5th. Travis. Zach is in 6th. AJ is in 7th. Neil is in 8th. 9th is Ted. 10th is Scott. So it's basically LA guys at the top and then San Diego guys at the bottom of the top 10 in this.
You know, and that's kind of the way it should be. I know that they have some fast riders, but like, you know, you have that low home team advantage. You can ride those trails a lot more.
Yeah, totally. Now we move down to San Diego. Steel Bridge. Floaty's in 1st on this one.
Yeah, there was a little bit of fight between Floaty and Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle's in 2nd. They were there on the same day. That's like a 4-second difference there. We got Ricky in 3rd. Zach is in 4th. He's tied with Victor for 4th. I know Victor went down there like a few days ago.
Yeah.
Actually, past weekend. Yeah. And then we got Travis in 6th. Scott in 7th. Ted in 8th. David Lockwood in 9th. And we got Allie on this one in 10th.
Nice.
Okay, so that was Steel Bridge in San Diego. Let's move on to the next one, which is going to be Snake Trail.
So Snake, it looks like the Kyle and Brandon Floaty battle still holding at the top 2.
Yeah, Floaty's got 1st. Again, they're there on the same day, but this is actually like a 12-second difference.
Yeah.
Bigger than those like 1 and 2 second differences before. Kyle's 2nd. Scott's in 3rd. Ricky's in 4th. Travis is in 5th. Ted in 6th. Satori's in 7th. Neil in 8th. Alec in 9th. Tied for 9th with AJ. And then we got Zach in 11th. So pretty much mostly San Diego people on that one. Okay, so that was Snake Trail, San Diego. Let's move on to the next San Diego one, which is going to be Highland Valley. Floaty's in 1st here. I think, yeah, Floaty's in 1st on all the San Diego ones so far, and Kyle's in 2nd on all of them so far. That one's only a 2-second difference. Then we got Ricky in 3rd, Travis in 4th, Ted in 5th, Scott in 6th, David in 7th, Zach in 8th, Neil in 9th, and AJ in 10th.
So San Diego's pretty much dominating it except for Floaty and Zach Zinn. Everybody else looks like locals.
Yeah, and I wonder if it's just because people haven't made it down to San Diego yet. It's the furthest south of all the California tracks.
Yeah.
So get down to San Diego before it ends, if you can. Okay, let's move on to the next one, which is going to be 4 crossings. Floaty is in first. So Floaty has first on all the San Diego tracks. Kyle's in second, so he has second on all the San Diego tracks.
They're all very close generally, too. They're like a second or two away, most of them, except for maybe the one. So that was definitely a battle.
Well, this one is an 11-second difference for first and second. And then third, we got Travis. Fourth, Ricky. Fifth, Victor. Sixth, we got Jesse. Seventh, we got Tyler. This is the only one that Jesse and Tyler are on. Tyler's moved to Santa Cruz now, so I'm thinking he might not be hitting these ones before it ends. Eighth, we got Jordan. Ninth, we got Ted. 10th, we got a 3-way tie for 10th. David, Allie, and Neil.
Nice.
All right, so that was 4 crossing in San Diego. Okay, so that was the individual track standings. So now let's look at the overall standings for North and South. We'll start with the North.
We got Jafari at number 1, all 10 segments, 43 points. So yeah, they definitely got around. Addo right behind him, all 10 tracks. Number 3, Floaty. Number 4, Logan. 5, Will. So we got the Hawaiians out of 4 out of 5 of the top.
Yeah, and like since the last time, I don't think anybody had all 10 tracks, but now Jafari, Addo, Will, and Logan, the Hawaiians, have all 10 tracks.
Yeah, nice. That's dedication right there.
Yeah,
especially to get up to China Peak and Fresno. So good for them. You have Austin at 6, so he's still only hit 5. But I'm sure he's going to come back and hit some. But that just shows you how fast his times are to be at 6 and have that many points. We got 7th, Zach Zinn. Pretty good for a outsider from Arizona. 8, Jacob Rivera. 9, Floatin' Joe from Utah. So good for him. And then rounding out the top 10, Dan White. So good to see.
Yeah, nice work, guys. Yeah, and like 8th, 9th, and 10th have only hit 4 tracks, so they've only hit less than half of them. So it's still kind of anyone's game. You can get in there, hit tracks, you can move up the leaderboard.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was the North standings. Now let's go down to the South standings. So in first, we got Floaty. Second, we got Travis. Third, we got Victor. Fourth, we got Scott. Fifth, we've got Neil. All of 5 of those guys have hit all 10 tracks, so that's awesome. 6th, we got Zach. He's hit 9 of them. AJ's on here in 7th. He's also hit all 10 tracks in the South. We got Ted in 8th. Jordan is in 9th. And we got Kyle in 10th. And then let's give a shout out to Eric Goodlad again. He's in 11th. He hit all 10 tracks also.
Nice.
So, yeah, that's the South standings as of now. All right. Nice work, everyone. Get out there. You still got a few weeks left. Oh, we should mention the cheat video challenge.
Yeah, so, you know, we got an app in the works. Our goal is, we know Strava's not perfect, and we want to improve on that. So help us out. Tell us, you know, we probably know where the faults are in Strava, but let's see if you can put one by us.
Yeah.
Because every week I get like an email or I find something that I'm like, oh, this guy cut a corner or this guy's time's wrong. And then we reach out to him and we either figure out if it's an error or we cut their time. So we're watching, right?
Yeah.
Like, and you're in that group, you know how it works is, you know, that everybody's watching at all times. So if you can get, you know, we joke that you could put your phone on your dog and let him run through the course in front of you. You could huck your phone like, you know, 20 yards in front of you to cut off a couple seconds.
Yeah, I think it should be like a video challenge. Like, make a video of your cheat. I think a lot of them will be funny. Like, people wouldn't actually do that. I know at the ORL race, Bradford was telling me about an idea he had to put his phone in Kyle's fanny pack or something like that. Or give Kyle a fanny pack with his phone running. So let's see a video of that. I got an idea of one I got to do. So that'll be just kind of a fun thing. Make a video of how you would cheat in Strava racing. Don't actually cheat. You know, don't try to like get a real time doing it. But make a funny video. Maybe we could like make a little compilation of those.
Yeah, we'll make it worth your while. Trust me.
Maybe there'll be a trophy or something for that one.
Yeah, or some freebies.
Cheat video challenge, just for fun.
Yeah.
Don't actually cheat.
See it.
All right, so I think at this point we're good. Anything else to cover?
Oh, that's it. My beer is. Well, there's a little bit in there.
There was some in there.
I was just it.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
The Uno out. We'll catch you on the next one.
All right. See ya.
Cheers.